Hi guys, I wanted to make this little short video before Mother's Day just to say happy Mother's Day to all of you mamas that follow my channel and share a few words of encouragement. I love Mother's Day. It's just such a special day to celebrate our moms, our friends that are mothers, and then our own motherhood journey as well. And moms are just amazing. I feel like moms are superheroes. And today I was thinking about, I called my mom. I called my mom. I talk to her on the phone like every day. My mom is one of my best friends, and I just needed to vent about something that I was frustrated about. And just after talking to her, it just felt so good to be able to get it out, get it off my chest. And isn't that, I mean, I know not everybody has that same kind of relationship with their moms, but if you do, you understand how much that is a blessing. And I do want to acknowledge here too that if Mother's Day is a hard day for you, whether you don't have a great relationship with your mom, or your mom has passed away, or maybe you want to be a mom but you just haven't been able to yet, I want to encourage you that you're not alone. I know there's many other women that feel the same way, and I just hope that you can lean into the Lord and bring him your sadness, bring him your heartache, and I pray that he comforts you on this holiday, because I know holidays are always hard for somebody. And yeah, I want to encourage you with that. But one thing that my mom said to me that I felt like was encouraging a while ago, I don't know when she said this, but you know, a lot of times when like football players, like they're on the screen and they're like, I want to thank so and so for, after they've had a win or something, and how she told me how a lot of times they thank their mom. And it's so fun to think about that, how we as mothers can have a special impact on our children because we're the ones that spend probably the most time with them. And I like to remind myself of the verse that's in Proverbs 31 that says, her children will rise up and call her blessed. And that is my heart's desire, that, my kids someday down the road will hopefully see the effort that I put into raising them. And I remind myself sometimes when I get discouraged with how much time and energy it is to put into mothering. Like, I'm never going to regret when they're older, when they're grown, I'm never going to regret all the time I've spent with them. And I want to have that kind of relationship with them that we're best friends when they're adults and we still do lots of things together. So putting in all this effort now when they're younger, like, hopefully will pay off. I mean, children have free will and they make their own decision as adults, but hopefully it will pay off. And another thing I want to encourage you with is, so me being a single mom, I think about my grandma. She's in heaven now, but she was a single mother for quite a number of years. And my uncle, who she raised mostly on her own, told me that one thing about my grandma was that she was a woman that prayed a lot. And I just want to encourage you to pray for your children. When you're maybe discouraged about certain issues or worried about certain issues with your children, pray for them. That is the best thing we can do for our kids, and yet it's so easy to forget to pray for them. It's easy to worry or to try to control. It's harder to remember to pray. And so I just want to encourage you to pray for your kids. I hope that you have a blessed Mother's Day, and just celebrate this day. Celebrate what God has brought you through thus far on your motherhood journey. I can't believe it's been 13 years since I became a mom, and I just reflect and think about how it dramatically changed my life when I became a mom. Little backstory: I got pregnant when I had only been married for 3 months. It was a surprise pregnancy, and it was shocking. Like, I was not thinking about having kids at that point at all. And it was honestly a really hard transition to be like, oh, I'm gonna be a mom. And I became a mom at, I think it was 23, somewhere around there. And yeah, it was hard to transition when I had friends that didn't have kids yet. But I look back and I'm like, I'm so thankful for the sanctifying work that God has done in my life through motherhood, teaching me to be more selfless, teaching me to rely and be dependent upon Christ for his strength. Thinking about my single motherhood days when I was just starting out and like going to bed at night and feeling just like overwhelmed and like, can I do this another day? And yes, the Lord gave me a strength another day to single mother 2 little kids. And now that my kids are a little bit older, 10 and 13, like I just look back on God's faithfulness, and I know as they get older, like there'll be more opportunities to look back on God's faithfulness in this journey. So happy Mother's Day to all you mamas. Let me know if you're doing anything to celebrate Mother's Day with your mother, or you yourself, or with friends, or whatever it may be. I'd love to know what you're doing. For me, I get to go with my mom to a Mother's Day tea that she's actually speaking at and sharing her testimony. So that'll be really fun. That's on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we'll go to church, and then we'll have lunch at my parents' house. So that'll be really, really fun. I got my mom her Mother's Day gift early. It was a dress that she had noticed on Natural Life website, and it ended up being on sale. So I was like, Mom, do you want this dress? And so I got it for her. So that was kind of fun. But anyways, it's great to talk with you guys and just share what's on my heart about Mother's Day. Have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.